Welcome back to this Pokemon Emerald walkthrough. In the last part we defeated Champion Wallace at the Pokemon League, and in this part we will begin our hunt for Hoenn's legendary Pokemon by going after one of the two Pokemon in the Eon Duo. When you restart your game after becoming the champion, you will find yourself back in your bedroom. Walk downstairs to find your mom and Norman. Norman will give you the SS ticket. With this you can use the ferry service between Slateport City and Lilycove City. After Norman has left, there will be a breaking news story on the TV. The news story tells of a mystical Pokemon of unknown color flying over Hoenn. Your mom will then ask you what color the Pokemon had. This is important as the choice that you make determines which of the two Pokemon in the Eon Duo you can catch. Choosing the color red will make Latias available, and choosing the color blue will make Latios available. I'm choosing blue, which means that I'll be catching Latios. Head outside to find Professor Birch and May waiting for you. Professor Birch will take you to his lab where you will get the National Dex. This will allow you to encounter Pokemon from other regions. I will not be making reviews for new Pokemon during the aftergame, except for legendary Pokemon. Now I will show you how to actually find Latias and Latios. They are both roaming Pokemon, meaning that they aren't in a fixed location. They teleport from route to route each time you move from one area to the next. For example, crossing between Slateport City and Route 110 will make them teleport to a new route. This makes the Eon Pokemon very hard to find, but there is one way that you can find them without too much effort. First, you must have a bunch of Max Repels ready. Then you will need to put a Pokemon between level 14 and level 40 in the front of your party. Spray a repel and run through the grass for a little while. Now you will ward off all Pokemon on the route except the Eon Pokemon if they should happen to be on the route. If the Pokemon doesn't appear after running around a few times, then go into a different area and come back. Repeat this process over and over, and eventually the roaming Pokemon will teleport to the route you are on. There are several routes where this is convenient to do, but I find that the southern part of Route 110 is the best place. Latios is the male Pokemon in the Eon Duo. It's a dual Dragon Psychic type, and its stats make it primarily a special attacker. The best moves in its move pool are Luster Purge, Psychic and Dragon Claw. Latias is the female Pokemon in the Eon Duo. It too is a dual Dragon Psychic type, but unlike Latios, it is more of a defensive Pokemon in its stats. Latias' move pool is very similar to that of its counterpart, but instead of Luster Purge, it learns Mist Ball. Eventually, Latios appears. It took many attempts to find it, so don't be disappointed if you don't find your Eon Pokémon on the first few attempts. Since Latios and Latias are roaming Pokémon, they will flee from the battle during the first turn. That is why you need to use your Master Ball in order to catch them. The only other way to catch them is by using a Pokémon that knows Mean Look or by using a Wobbuffet which has the ability Shadow Tag. Note that you can only catch either Latios or Latias, but not both of them. In the past, a few players who were lucky enough to obtain the Eon ticket and an e-reader were able to travel to Southern Island to catch the second Eon Pokémon. If you still have any questions about catching either Latios or Latias, you can ask them in the comment section below or send me a PM.